right, what's going on, guys? So we got something a little different here today. This one kind of means a lot to me, and we're gonna do a little bit of a restoration, and something that definitely needs it. This is an old Tamiya Mad Bull. Had this car for a long time. It's actually my son's first car. Now, he got this car when he was, I believe, 4 years old, and he basically beat the crap out of it. The body's gone through a couple different versions, different colors, been beat up, been done, but it is still actually the original body, but it's definitely seen some better days. Old two-stick Futaba, which is really cool. Definitely needs some cleaning up here. So we're gonna do a little bit of a restoration here. So to put it in perspective, like I said, my son got this, his first RC car, when he was 4 years old, maybe a little before he was 4, and he is now 23, in a few months to be 24. So this car is almost 20 years old, and it has been used, it has been abused. It's really not, I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't look too bad, but it's definitely got some battle scars. The shocks aren't the original ones, I don't believe. The rears, I don't believe, are, though. It's really dirty, and you can kind of see there is just so much slop everywhere in here. Things are just worn out. We just left it go. He had hit a point where he moved on to other cars, so this pretty much just became a shelf queen. So now the idea is to get this thing cleaned up. I want to go through this thing, and it is in dire need of cleaning. It is filthy. I can't believe, I feel bad that I left it get this bad and left it sit this long, but it's just been sitting on a shelf, just kind of getting dusted off once in a while, and that's about it. So there are some parts that are going to need to be replaced. I want to keep as much of this thing original as what we can. It's an old MC 210 ESC Futaba radio. I'm hoping that I can get the radio gear to work. I'd really like to actually be able to get this thing functioning on this the 2-channel 2-stick radio. Wow, just realizing, like, there is just slop everywhere here. So I got to go over things and possibly either at least shim them up, you know, make them a little better until it's all said and done. If we can make it look original how it did, it's probably not going to be a runnable, or it'll be runnable, but it's not going to be a car that's going to get run a lot. It's mostly going to be able to be run for nostalgia, because my goal is, once I get this all done, get it functioning, I do want to give it to my son kind of as a throwback. Hope for him to put on a shelf and take care of, or maybe just run it a little bit as a remembrance, because we have more modern, newer cars, stuff to beat the snot out of now, that'll take it a lot better than what this will. But it definitely is in some need. The wheels and tires don't look bad. They're worn, they're used, but I think if we clean them really, really good, it is just filthy in through here. You can see, if I just go like that, it's pretty bad. You can see the plastic change color when I do that. So it needs a really good scrubbing, needs some of the hardware tightened, needs shims. So we're gonna get at it, see what we can do, make a list of parts that we're gonna need, and I'm gonna start tearing this thing down here, and maybe do probably a little bit of a time lapse here on tearing this thing down. So just kind of hang in there with me and see what we can do. Might have top plate broken here, a couple spots here as well, so I'll have to see about either getting a new top plate or mending that. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, servos even, I don't know if you can see this in here. I don't know if you can see that the servo splines, that gear is actually moving quite a bit, and that definitely should not be. I don't even know what that servo was from. Definitely not the original one. We probably killed it somewhere along the lines. I believe this had all Futaba stuff in it when it was built, but I'm guessing this, like I said, somewhere along the line from him beating on this thing. Well, so it looks like my antenna's got a little bit of the insulation off here. The black is just electrical tape residue. A little bit of heat shrink. As long as this works, we'll do a test on equipment then. Make sure we can see to get everything working. So we'll test electronics out then. See what we can figure out. And now we're basically down to that raw chassis already. Doesn't take long on this thing. So I'm gonna go over, we're gonna make a list of parts. See what we can come up with here, but this is basically probably be just like a 2-part video or a 2 video segment. The tear down to this. Maybe I'll throw in a couple things of what we need to do, cleaning it up, going through it, going from there. We'll see. But in case this is the end here, but I thank you guys for watching, appreciate it. And just remember to, with RC, get out there and have some fun. Thanks. Peace.